Okay, this is just getting ridiculous now. What's good, YouTube? SSB Gokai here, and today, guys, I'm about to get into a topic that really needs to be discussed right now. So, for those of you who just don't know, I am actually a very big Pokemon fan. I've played just about every Pokemon game that there is, minus a few of them. But, I've got to get into something that really needs to be dealt with. And this goes into the subject of Pokemon Go. So, for those of y'all who don't know, Niantic has a system built where they have an automated system where it's like they rely on a robot to do their job for them. Which, that's fine and all, but, like, if there's issues that have been clearly, blatantly stated constantly, then I don't know what to do as far as that's concerned. But that is just ridiculous, dude. The main issue that I'm having problems with at the moment is the fact that I've stated this in one of my streams whenever I was streaming Spider-Man, that that's not going to be posted until later down the line on YouTube, but I have been not really banned, but like suspended on Pokemon Go. I'm currently on basically day 3 of suspension right now, and I don't know why I got suspended. I don't know why my account's suspended for whatever reason. Honestly, I'm confused. But here's the thing. I'm not the only one that got a suspension. Me and several other people got that suspension at the same time, and we were playing the Go Fest. The first day of the global Go Fest. And most of us got the same message that I did, which is basically using a third-party app or whatever, and obviously we were playing legit, so we were confused as to what the fuck was going on. Others got I forgot what the message said. It's for falsifying GPS location or spoofing, and just a couple other things, but like mainly most of us, what we got was for using a third-party client app or using a non-genuine version of the game, which obviously it was not the case, which I'm going to show y'all here in a second. There we go. Alright, so basically, welcome to my phone. So, as you guys can see, here we go. We got Instagram, X, which used to be Twitter, Pokemon Go right there, Go Music for my MP3 player needs, the Xbox app, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitch, Messenger, Dragon Ball Legends, 7 Deadly Sins, Dokkan, Among Us, and a bunch of these Omnitrick simulators, which that's just little gimmick apps that I like to have fun with. But here we go, the main thing right here, Pokemon Go. Is it or is it not a non-genuine version of the app? Well, one thing to know is that one thing to look out for is that it wouldn't give you the option to play it from the Play Store. Alright. And I've tested this with other games, so therefore I should know that it wouldn't give you this option. Matter of fact, it was actually with 7 Deadly Sins, I think, because I had to use I had to install the game file from something completely different. The Coup app? Yeah, the Coup app. I had to. It was for Seven Deadly Sins. For so long, I have not been able to install it from the Google Play Store. And then I figured out later down the line, after I got my new phone, that I could start doing that now, because apparently it's compatible with my phone again. So when I went to go look at it, it said update. But there was no update it needed, so I was confused. But no. If it was a non-genuine version of the app, which technically Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross was a non-genuine version of the app, get rid of that. Basically, it would just say uninstall and update. Well, that's not the case with Pokemon Go. As you guys can see, I have uninstall and play. Now, we're going to hit play, and it's going to load up the game. Loading up as per usual. And y'all are going to see the account suspension message here in a second. Yep, look at that. Warning notice. We have detected activity on your account that indicates you are using modified client software or unauthorized third-party software in violations of our terms of service. This is the first strike against your account. It will last for approximately 5 more days. We strongly encourage you to stop this activity. Any further transgressions will result in an account suspension. Even though my account's already been suspended right now. Okay, like, you need to like specify for a longer suspension rather than just an account suspension, because guess what? This is technically an account suspension. I can still play the game and all that. It's just one of the main things that's happening right now is that it's going to restrict me from doing anything on here. Which y'all are going to look at all these shinies and be like, oh, how do you have so many shinies? That's just because I'm very lucky, and not to mention I had the event ticket, which it's not going to show you now. Forgot to. Yeah, it would usually show an event ticket, but I have the research for it. It's going to show you right here. Yep, both of these. Got the Niantic research here, obviously. And I would have finished this, but then that's when I got the account suspension, so therefore I've been stuck on that, so therefore I'm really hoping I don't get any more things that require me to play during GoFest, because that's gonna suck. Same thing with this one, and the same thing with this one. But yeah, no. It's just, my account's basically legit. It's just for some reason they just decided to do all this for whatever reason. Let me... Alright, cool, whatever. Power up 10 Fairy-type Pokemon, power up 10 Rock-type Pokemon. I mean, I can do that right now, actually. Alright, let's go to Niantic. Does it say 10 times, or just 10 Pokemon in general? Let's try powering you up, like, a couple of times, so... Okay, that counts, apparently, so... Wonder if I do multiple. Okay, so it's basically 10 times. It's just not gonna say it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what else did it need me to do? Earn 7,190 XP, which I'm not going to be able to do that without being able to do raids, because guess what? I'm restricted from being able to do raids, because that's part of the suspension. I can't accept gifts, I can't do raids, I'm restricted from certain rare spawns, all of that. So therefore, yeah, you can tell I got completely fucked during GoFest. And a lot of people are in that same boat with me. And it is ridiculous because we didn't do shit to deserve getting banned like that, and apparently that's what we're having to deal with. Alright, Rayquaza, you, and Mega Evolve you. Still looks so cool, dude. But yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so these are the emails that I got from Niantic support after I filed some appeal tickets. So therefore, here we go. Niantic support, August 26, 2023, 1425. Our main priority with Pokemon Go is to provide a fair, fun, and safe experience for all players. With that goal in mind, we take action against players who violate the Pokemon Go terms of service and the trainer guideline. We have received your appeal. We'll follow up with you as soon as it's been reviewed, which I don't think it has been yet reviewed. And of course, submitting ban appeal, your email address, trainer nickname. And then the reason I put on here is like, I don't even know why I'm really suspended. I'm not the only one that received this message either. What are y'all doing? And then a day later, I put in another ticket. Alright, so Niantic support, August 27th, 2023, 10:24. Our main priority with Pokemon Go is to provide a fair, fun, and safe experience for all players. With that goal in mind, we take actions against players who violate the Pokemon basically the same thing as what this one says. And of course, And then I put, I was unfairly suspended along with several other people. When is anyone gonna respond to this unjust act? And then I put in a picture which basically showed the message that y'all saw earlier. And that was on the 27th. It is currently, let's see, Tuesday, August 29th, 12:56 a.m. now. So, it has been 3 days. 3 entire days. 72 hours since this was put in, and it's been a little over 48 hours since this was put in. Actually, might be less than 48 hours. Point is, nothing's been done. And it's the same result with everyone else's filed a ticket. What the fuck? I've yet to have gotten a response. I've yet to receive any sort of information, any response. I've even gone to their Twitter page for Niantic at Niantic support, and I have made countless posts adding them. I have received nothing. I have been, me and everyone else that have been struggling and basically fighting to get this shit figured out, we have basically been just straight up ignored. And it's like some of us even feel like we've wasted our money because we spent money specifically for GoFest, and now that money that we specifically spent for that event basically may as well have just been wasted, because all the passes we bought, all the egg incubators was specifically for those specific days, and guess what? We're not going to be able to use those for those specific days, because guess what? The event's gone now. It's over. It's over. They're not doing extensions. They're not doing anything. No. And here's why. Alright, so basically, Niantic has a bit of an ego right now. They've been doing ban waves and all that, and basically refuse to answer for any of that, and feel like every action they take is a completely just act. Well, let me tell you this right now. If you're relying on a system that you claim works, let me tell you something. The community has basically stated multiple fucking times that system does not work as well as you fucking advertise it. It is actually very, very dog shit at its fucking job. There's people that are sitting there, at least from what they're saying, they're legit players, which, there it is. But there's also even people who basically admitted that they're spoofers and say that they've played the game for years and have never once been banned. So, a system that's meant to be working perfectly is capable of banning legit players for what these spoofers should be getting banned for. Now, while we're on the topic of spoofers, let's just be honest here. I've pretty much spoken to many legit players. Many legit players of the game. And they've agreed with me, saying, yeah, we don't really care if someone spoofs or not. They don't have any sort of advantage over us other than the fact that, they're playing smarter. Not having to spend so much money going for traveling and all that. And it's like, that's the smartest way to play the game. And especially if you're really just not able to really travel all that much, because either you're just not really financially able to go to these places, or even you're just physically unable to go to these places. Which you have to take that into consideration, because you can't always just rely on, mainly players who are able to just stand up and walk around being able to play your game. There's also going to be people that are basically disabled, who are bedridden, who might want to play the game. But how are they going to do that? Well, they're not going to walk around and do that, so obviously spoofing is one of the best options, which there are people who are in that type of condition that do play Pokemon Go. And you want to know what they do? They spoof. And you want to know what? That's fine. Let them spoof. Let them spoof. I don't care. Alright, we legit players do not give a shit if people are spoofing or not. They don't have some unfair advantage over what legit players have, other than the fact that they have a faster mode of transportation than just simply using a car. And matter of fact, it's also safe. So safe. Very, very safe, actually. Just doing it in the comfort of your home. Oh, that is completely the safest thing you could do, is to spoof. Alright, so there's no unfair advantage. It's not unsafe. What's the issue with spoofing? Oh, there's this minority, just a very small minority of players that complain like little fucking bitches. And I've caught these players on the Pokemon Go page who would just sit there and say, just basically blame everything on spoofers. And just, I even called one of these motherfuckers out, and they were like, "Oh, this is all because spoofers. Spoofers ruin the game." It's like, okay, buddy. Are they physically ruining your game experience? Are they doing anything that just directly interferes with your game experience? Are they just able to just ruin your entire gaming experience whatsoever? No. Do they have some unfair advantage over you that you don't have? No. Oh, well, maybe just shut the fuck up and stop complaining about something that doesn't directly affect you, or just doesn't even affect you at all. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about something that doesn't even affect you? Like, blaming something like, oh, tree fell over. Oh, blame the spoofers. What does that have anything to do with that situation? That's a completely unrelated topic. Don't blame it on people that just do something in order to play the game differently. All right, that's just the stupidest thing you could do. You're gonna literally look like the stupidest person on earth just from saying that. All right, it's idiotic. And if you're that type of person who is watching this video right now, I'm gonna let you know right now. Shut the fuck up. No one fucking cares about what you have to fucking say. If you're gonna sit there and keep blaming it on fucking spoofers, then maybe you just shouldn't be playing the fucking game. Maybe you should just go play the main series games. Or even just play something different. Alright, play something different that allows you to not complain about something that's clearly having no direct influence on your gameplay. Alright? It's fucking stupid. And it's honestly just really annoying because it's like, it's not just me that gets annoyed about it. It's pretty much a lot of people that get annoyed about it because it's like, what are you sitting there trying to complain about that shit for? And it's like, one of the main problems that starts up is that it starts up another fucking ban wave. And guess what? Not only do spoofers get banned, but you want to know who else gets banned? Legit players. Want to know why? Because they're so reliant on their completely accurate system that they don't even try to fucking look at that shit and make sure that, everything goes accordingly and that no one just gets fucking banned accidentally if they're a legit player. No. Want to know what they do? They let a fucking robot do their job. They let a robot do... Alright. Want to know something about self-checkout at my store? At least with self-checkout does what it's intended to do. What this thing does when it bans players... Oh, it does the intended purpose of banning players. It just doesn't do it correctly. At least with a self-checkout machine, it does its job correctly. And the only thing that you have to worry about if a mistake is made is that, well, a customer made that mistake. That's on them. That's their problem. They need to go back to the store to fix it. Well, guess what? This is an automated machine that directly bans your account and basically screws you over entirely, or even just temporarily bans your account. and just screws you over entirely. Is that on you? No. That's on the system. Which, guess what? Anything that's on the system is on Niantic. And they refuse to take accountability for what happens to your account. Because clearly, if it's picked up by their system, clearly you've done something wrong that just is against their terms of service and trainer guidelines. So, yeah, they refuse to take accountability for anything that happens on your account. Now, they can do that all they want, but they need to realize that their reputation right now is in fucking shambles. Because they have done shit like that. They're even doing stuff that they don't even need to do, like with the remote raid passes. After that went, after that whole thing went down, guess what? Another ban wave happened. And it's not just spoofers and all that got banned. It was legit players that got banned. So it's almost like they're trying to sit there and say, hey, we've got the power, shut the fuck up, give us your money, and play our game. Like, what the fuck? Like, that just shows that they're doing shit for no fucking reason. That just shows, like, they don't need a fucking reason to do it, because they're just gonna do it anyway. So it's like, just ban the whole game at that point. Ban every single player on that game. If that's what you're gonna do, if that's what you're gonna do anyway, just do it now. Save us all the trouble. Just ban every single player on the game, because apparently that's what you're already doing. You're just not doing it just all in one go. You're just doing it in certain fucking waves. And it's honestly just fucking stupid. And just, I don't understand that. But, yeah, it's just, shit like this, it just gets to the point where it's like, you don't even want to play that fucking game anymore. I'm honestly half tempted just to never play Pokemon Go ever again because of shit like that. And it's like, it's almost impossible to play the game in, like, urban areas because you hardly have anyone playing in that area with you. There's hardly a community in this area that I'm in. Like, there's gyms and all that, you know, there's Pokestops and all that, there's spawns. But there's hardly any person there that you can just sit there and play with and have fun in the game and be able to do a lot of content like 5-star raids, mega raids, and all that. It's just next to it fucking impossible to do that. And it's like, that's one of the reasons why spoofers exist, because spoofers want to be where the game, you know, is like revved up to where there's lots of players playing, there's lots of Pokestops. It's not an urban area where there's next to nothing. They're actually going to a bigger area where there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's a bunch of spawns. And it's like, you know, if that's what they want to do, just let them do it at this point. We don't care. Alright? We do not give a shit if people want to sit there and basically cheat in the game. Let them cheat. If it doesn't affect other players, just let them do it. You know, I've stated this all the time. All the time I've stated this. If it does not affect another player, if it does not give them an unfair advantage against other players, or even if it's basically mainly just a PvE aspect, my bad. Ugh. If it's basically just a game that's mainly PvE, like the Pokemon games, if they want to cheat, just let them cheat, okay? They know what they're doing, just let them do it. Okay, there's no harm done. Alright, they're not affecting our gameplay. Let them do what they want. But obviously they're not going to do that. Obviously that's not going to be the case. So, there's no point in even trying to do that and try to argue that anymore, because guess what? They're never gonna go with that idea. But anyways, that's basically my rant. I'm still waiting on a fucking response. I'm also gonna post this video's link at Niantic support, so maybe someone who actually works for fucking Niantic might see this shit. And, I really hope they do, because I really want them to see the stupid kind of bullshit that they're fucking causing with their useless fucking system. Because if you rely on a fucking robot, which it is a fucking stupid ass robot, if you rely on a stupid fucking robot to do your fucking job, turn it the fuck off. Because it's clearly doing a shitty fucking job if you're getting way too many fucking complaints about it. There's so many people complaining about stuff like that. It's not even fucking funny. It really isn't. Like that whole thing is basically a joke and no one's laughing. Because it's just that fucking just idiotic. But anyways, yeah. That's gonna be it for me.